The element of water is something very personal to me. It took me a long time in my life to get comfortable with the water. And now I have a great understanding and a great respect for that element in general, both outside of my body, the ocean and nature, and within my body. And what I'm starting to feel as I grow in my practice and in my teaching is that there is a quality of accommodating and allowing that all of us can start to cultivate within ourselves, inspired by this particular element of water. It means a lot to me. So what I've done with this sequence is I've created a few standing poses with some sort of circular movements where we go back and forth and we use the breath to get us moving. So come to your hands and knees to start this practice, and we will flow with our breathing in cat-cow for the first few breaths and warm ourselves up. Point your toes, hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. Inhale, arch your back and take your face to look up. Reach your sitting bones high to the sky. And then as you exhale, round your spine, tailbone down, chin to chest for last. Keep your hands strong and rooted. Flow upward as you inhale, open your heart. And exhaling, tuck your toes, reach your knees up and back for downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just take a few moments to attune yourself to the flow within your own body. And then go ahead and step your right foot forward, left heel to the floor. And we'll come up into Warrior Two. Now this is a sweet little moment. You're going to take your right forearm to your front thigh and flow into side angle. Keep your back foot heel rooted, your outer back foot really rooted down. And then inhale, flow back into reverse Warrior Two, otherwise known as Goddess Warrior. Inhale, come forward to your side angle, this time with your right fingertips on the floor, left arm all the way up and over. And exhale back, Goddess Warrior. And keep that flow going. Inhale, come forward, place your right hand and left arm all along your ear, and then place your left hand to the floor, step back, plank pose. You can feel that sort of watery quality in your pelvis. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, let it flow up into upward facing, lifting your heart, and exhale back, downward facing. Work with the tops of your thighs moving. Good, and step your left foot forward, right heel to the floor. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Take a moment, a nice full breath, lengthen the sides of your body, and then exhale, flow into your modified side angle when you're ready. Left forearm on your front thigh, right arm all the way up and over your ear. And then all the way back into your Goddess Warrior. Beautiful. Inhale, forward, placing your left fingertips on the floor this time, right arm long. And come all the way back, Goddess Warrior. Keep your front knee bent even more deeply than mine. Keep it really grounded so you can flow really deeply into your last side angle. Really nice, and bring your right hand to the floor. Gently step back, plank pose. Palakasana, lower down chaturanga. And inhale, again, just lift it fluidly up into upward facing. Keep your feet strong, your legs strong, and let your heart flow up. Good. Exhale back, downward facing. There's also a quality of fluency with your body that we're cultivating in our practice, which is nice to think about here when we're talking about water. Inhale, Warrior One. Right foot forward, left heel down, arms up high. Really breathe into your left back body and into your right kidneys as well. And then come forward, bowing, reach your arms alongside you, arms high. And then inhale, come all the way back up to Warrior One, back bend. Keep your kidneys full, your back body full. Exhale, bow forward, flowing forward. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way back up, lift your heart. Feel your feet, and exhale, place your hands. Step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Just float it up. Keep your legs strong. And float your thighs back. Downward facing. Let's bring your left foot forward, Warrior One. And again, this has a sort of a back bend quality. So keep your kidneys really full here. And then exhale, float down. Bow forward. Bring your arms alongside you. And then inhale, come back up to your back bend, Warrior One. Exhale, float it forward and bow. I like to bow to all my teachers here. Inhale, come all the way back up. Beautiful. And then exhale, fold all the way back down. Keeping that back leg steady, step back. plank, chaturanga, and again, float back this time into hands and knees. And then come to sit on your heels, and then bring your hands to the floor and place your head for headstand. Now I'm coming up into it pretty quickly here, so you want to interlace your hands and make sure that you're steady. I'm taking a full lotus, right foot and then left foot. This is fun for those of you that can, and for those of you that can't, just play in your headstand. Play with allowing your body to float up into the pose, allowing your breathing to float into the back of your heart. Keep your arms strong, your shoulder blades connecting toward the space of your heart. And here I gently took a little bit of a back bend. And now I'm bringing my knees in as I take my hands to the floor for Shirshasana 2 with Lotus Pose Padmasana. And I'm going to fold my knees in all the way up into my armpits. And here, right now, I am praying that this ends up working out into Kukutasana. Slowly lifting my head. Flex your feet really strongly if you're going for this. Really flex your feet so that you can allow for the flow of your breathing. And then come to sit. Inhale, your arms up high. Good. Place your hands behind you. Get a nice full breath here, sitting in your full lotus or in a comfortable cross-legged seat is fine. We'll take crow pose here, Bakasana. Now, your knees on the upper parts of your arms. Let your breath flow into your heart, flow into the back of your belly as you move back into Chaturanga. Jumping back, inhale, upward facing, and exhale back to your knees. And we'll take a little side stretch here, right arm over, left hand to the floor. Right hand down and left arm over. Just breathing again into your kidneys. Let the flow of your breathing really nourish all of your organs. Keep your eyes super soft. And now we'll come into one more really sweet little arm balance, side crow. You're second to last, actually. Place your hands on the floor. From your squat, bring your knees up high onto your right arm. Open your toes, extend your right arm. Let your breath flow through your body. Keep your hands strong. And then we'll switch sides. Bring your hands onto the right side of your squat, all the way over to the right, keeping your knees pointing out to your left. Good. And then placing your hands strongly and squarely on the floor, solid. Let your left leg float out to the left. Lifting your lower belly, your pelvis. Widen your inner thighs a little bit wider. Good. And then come on down. Excellent. And then come back to down dog. This is your final arm balance here, but this is a really sweet one. Ekapada Kundanyasana 2. Place your hand, right foot forward, hand right underneath that right thigh, and then lift your right leg, and then maybe your left. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale back. Left foot forward, left arm underneath. Float the left hand to the outside of the left foot, left leg high, right leg high, super full extension. Let the flow in your body be felt in the expression of the pose. Open your heart. Good, and come back to your knees. And sitting back on your knees, place your hands behind you on the floor just so you can lift up all of your organs, your heart, everything internal gets a little more buoyant. And then keep that inner body brightness and bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. To yourself, to your effort, to your willingness, to all the ways in which you allow yourself to shine in everything that you do. Namaste.